Wassalamu ala wa rasulullah. Welcome to another session of our Learn to How to Pray class. And what we're focusing on right now in this class are the times of the prayers. The times of the prayer. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to teach you guys. What I want to do is teach everyone here how to recognize what time of day it is based on looking up at the sky. Even though, alhamdulillah, in the year 2023, we don't have to worry about this because Allah has given us knowledge of technology. We have telephones, we have clocks, all of that. But the day will come. The day will eventually come when there will be no electricity, there will be no internet. And we will have to fall back upon learning how to survive, the way they did in the 8th century, without being dependent upon technology. So what I want my students to do is, well, most of them do know from when I taught this class before, I want you guys to be able to look up at the sky and see the positioning of the sun, the coloring of the sun, the coloring of the sky, the color of the clouds, if there's any. Okay, if there are no clouds, the color of the sky, and determine what time of day it is. Okay, and we went over that yesterday. And today I'm going to give you a quiz just to see how well you can determine the time of prayer. And just to give you guys a clue, a lot of people, I got an email today where someone asked me, they said, Sister Layla, how can you differentiate between Fajr and Maghrib? Because the sky kind of looks the same with the red and the yellow. Let me give you a clue. If the yellow is coming from the bottom, from beneath the sun, that's sunrise. That shows that it's the day. If you see the sun coming up from the bottom of the yellow coming up from the bottom of the sun, that's daytime. That's Fajr. If the yellow is above, or the length of the sun going down, that's nighttime. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So that's how we differentiate like Maghrib. And I'm going to show you in the pictures I have. You'll be able to see it. In fact, let me put my PowerPoint up. And when we get to a picture like that, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me share my screen here. Because that's a very good question that somebody sent me. One of the people on YouTube. Okay. Okay, for example, this picture I have right here. You can't really see because I got all this other stuff. But y'all see the sun? Well, and you see the yellow at the bottom? And there's more red at the top. This is an example of sunrise. Because the yellow is at the bottom, it's coming up. Okay. So if it's at the bottom, the yellow, that's the sun coming up, the yellow at the top going down. It'll become more clear. Let's look at this first picture here. I want everybody to look at this picture. Everyone should be able to see this picture. I want everyone to look at the sun, the yellow. Look at the positioning of the sun in the sky. And I want you to tell me, what prayer is this? Look at the positioning of the sun. Look at the coloring of the clouds. Look at the coloring of the sky. A clue. If the yellow is beneath the sun or going down, daytime. If the yellow is above the sun or up, nighttime coming in. So now look at this and tell me, what do you guys think? What prayer is this? Anyone? Do I have anybody here on Zoom?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
If the yellow is below the sun, you said it's maghrib.
No. Look at the positioning. This sun is at the bottom. I mean, this yellow is at the bottom. Maghrib, you would have what at the bottom? What would be at the bottom of Maghrib?
Yellow.
No. When y'all remember when the
I'm sorry.
Maghrib means sunset. When the sun sets, what color do you see at the bottom when the sun is setting? Red. This is not red.
Okay.
You see yellow at the bottom. So whenever you see yellow at the bottom, that's a sign that the sun is rising.
Okay.
Because if the sun is setting, it would be red at the bottom. So now, based on that, what time of prayer is this?
So this would be Fajr or
Yes, this is after. In fact, you done missed Fajr. This is the sign that you have missed, that you waited too long. This is sunrise, guys. The sun has risen. You have missed your Fajr prayer. The sun is up. If you see yellow at the bottom, that means the sun is up. Maghrib would be red at the bottom. Everybody get it now? Let me look and see what they were typing on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me fix my screen so I can see the people on YouTube. Hold on. YouTube. Oh, my God. Hold on for a second, YouTubers. Let me see what you guys wrote. Okay, YouTubers, did y'all get it? Good job, Lifestyle. Lifestyle got it right. She said this was Fajr. Mashallah, Fajr. So I want y'all to remember that. Let me show that picture again. And like I said, it's kind of hard now, but it'll get easier. You'll see just how easy this is as we go on, okay? But for this is after Fajr. This is really sunrise. This lets you know that you have waited too long to pray Fajr. This is sunrise because the sky is yellow like this coming up from the bottom. See the ball? This white is the ball of the sun. It's coming up, not going down. Because if it was going down, it would be what color down here? If the sun was going down, what would be the color? It would be red. Exactly. It would be red or orange. It wouldn't be yellow. So if it's yellow down here, the mountains are covered with yellow. The sun is in between it. That's morning, sunrise. You have missed Fajr. Okay, good job. So let's see if you guys can get the next one. Pay attention. I want everybody to look at the sky, look at the colors, look at the positioning of the sun, look at the colors beneath the sun, above the sun, beside, look at the colors, the hues. And tell me, what prayer is this?
It's still Fajr.
And if you guys are going to use the mic, I want y'all to get off the mic, coughing, sneezing, sucking in air, and just talk with it. Okay? So what prayer is this?
It's Asr, late Asr. It's about to go Maghrib, but late Asr.
Okay, he said this is Asr, about to go Maghrib. Why do you think it's Asr, about to go Maghrib? Tell him why.
Because the sun is getting, the sunlight is getting reddish, and the sun is yellow.
Exactly. This is Asr. He's correct. This is Asr. Because look at this, the background. The red is coming in. This is Asr. Look at the reddish hue. Y'all see on top of the mountains, the reddish hue. You can also see some shadows, Remember, Asr time is the shadows. Whenever you can see shadows, that's Asr. And there's shadows made here in these mountains. Y'all see the shadows of the mountain? The mountains have shadows. The background is red. And this is yellow. Look at the top. Oh, the sky is blue mixed with yellow, but the yellow's getting mixed up with orange. This is the forbidden, not the forbidden. This is the dislike time to make Asr. This is the time of making Asr that the prophet said is disliked because you're cutting it too close. In a minute, this red is going to encompass all of this sky. This is the time that is too close to my grip. You don't want to wait this late to pray Asr. Good job, Brother Malik. Okay, let me see what they had on YouTube. If anybody got it right on YouTube. Good job, Brother Marard, Brother Ahmad, Sister Lifestyle. Lifestyle, you are pro at this. They got it right. Asr. Good job, Brother Ahmad. Asr. Brother Marard, good job. That's why I say, look at the colors. And that's what the prophet told the companions. Look at the colors. Look at the shadows. Look at the hues. And remember, yellow is up. Red is down. That should be the sign. Yellow is up. Red is down for sunset. Red is up. Yellow is down for sunrise. So if it was Fajr, there would be red at the top and yellow at the bottom. But in this case, as all of you got it right, there is no red at the top. Okay? I mean, no red at the bottom. It's the yellow. Good job. But what about this one? I think I got another one in here. Okay, yeah, this is a even more trickier one. Look at this picture. Look at the color, the position of the sun. Look at the color of the sky, the color of the clouds. Hello?
I just called Jayla. She wants so I called her, and she answered the phone. I said, so
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. That was my mother. I had to answer the call. Okay, so look at the position. Y'all can hear me, right? Look at the position of the sun. Look at the color of the clouds. Look at the shadows, if any, and tell me, what prayer is this? What do y'all think?
Asr.
This is the Dhuhr prayer because the sun is bright in the sky and it's blue and you don't see any shadow.
Okay, Brother Malik said this is Asr. Sister Yasmin said Dhuhr. Anybody else?
I said Asr in the beginning.
Okay, Asr in the beginning. Anybody else? Let me look and see what they had on YouTube, and I'll tell y'all who's right. Let me look at it.
There was a shadow by the mountain. It looked like Asr in the beginning.
Good job. This is Asr. Dhuhr is the easiest one to recognize, guys, because if it was Dhuhr, there wouldn't be no color at all in the sky. There's colors here. There's the yellow. This is the beginning of Asr. Brother Malik got it perfect. The sun is high. Look at the sun. This white ball is the sun. Okay. And here's the colors, which shows this is the beginning. Hold on for a second. It's my mother again. Hello?
Assalamu alaikum. I just have to tell you this.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. It's my mother. Okay, look at the position of the sun here. This white ball is the sun. And look at the colors. Yellow. This is Asr. This is Asr, like Brother Malik said just now coming in. Dhuhr would be no colors at all. Dhuhr is when the sun is at its peak. You see no colors but the white of the sky. The beginning of the colors is Asr. And as Asr, as the sun goes down more, it becomes more yellow, and more shadows. You see the beginning of shadows over here, but this is Asr, the beginning. Good job, brother Malik, and all the ones that got that right. Like I said, it's going to take a little time to get to know this, but it can be done. It can be done. And then, like I said, the prophet trained the companions. He taught the companions how to look at the sun. He would do just like I'm doing. He would point to the sky at different moments of the day and ask the companions, tell them what time it is. Okay, let's look at the next one.
Wait, can I ask a question about that?
Yes.
Not you. Why isn't this well, what makes it Asr instead of the duha prayer?
We ain't talking about no voluntary prayers, brother. Who cares about the duha prayer?
Right after Fajr.
The duha prayer is not prayed after Fajr. The duha prayer is prayed when the sun comes up until dhuhr. But I'm not talking about no duha prayer. I don't even want y'all to think about duha prayer. I want y'all, because I don't care about duha prayer. Allah ain't going to ask you about duha prayer. Allah's going to ask you about these prayers. You understand, Marar? I want y'all to keep your mind focused on this, not adding to other stuff. You can look at your clock for duha. You can pray duha prayer 10 minutes or 5 seconds before dhuhr. So I don't care about duha. It's a voluntary prayer. You ain't got to ever pray it. This is Asr. You got to know this prayer. Because once you know the regular prayers, that other stuff don't matter, because you can pray them anytime before them. The companions didn't pray those prayers at no particular time. They prayed them anytime before them, if they chose to pray them. And not everybody did duha. All right? So I don't care about that. Let's stay focused on this. All right. What about this, guys? Look at the sky. Look at the coloring. Look at the sun. Whatever. What prayer is this?
I think that's Isha prayer. There's no more any visible sunlight, no color, or twilight, whatever they call that. It's just dark.
Okay, anybody else? Anybody else think there's something different? Exactly. This is the easiest one to recognize. This is Isha. Isha is an Arabic word that means night. Night means night. There's nothing. There is no sun at all, period, dot. Only thing you got are the stars and the moon. This down here is the moon. But this is the night. This is the night. This is Isha. And Isha lasts until Fajr. So when you look up at the sky and see it like this, you can pray Isha anytime. But when you start to see Fajr, that's when you stop. Okay, this is Isha. Good job. What about this one? Look at the sun, the moon, the stars, the colors, the shapes. What time is this?
Fajr?
Okay, anybody else? She said Fajr.
This looks like Maghrib to me.
To me,
Anybody
this looks
else?
like
Brother Mullah Malik, what does it look like to you?
Maghrib, beginning. No, it looks like Isha. It looks like Isha to me. Beginning of Isha.
Okay, this is the hardest one to recognize, but I tried to give y'all a clue. White or yellow at the bottom means what?
Twilight.
What?
Fajr.
If you see white
Maghrib.
or yellow at the bottom, that's Fajr. Maghrib is what color?
Red.
Red.
Red. There's no
Red.
red. This is white
Red, yeah.
and yellow. This is white and yellow. This means that the sun is up. This is the sun. That means that this is Fajr. In fact, it's about you about to miss Fajr. The sun is almost up. That's really the moon. By the way, this ball is really the moon, and the sun is back here in the distance. This is really the moon, this little circle. This is the beginning of Fajr. So whoever said that, Rashida, good job. And how can I tell? Look at the color at the bottom. This is the white thread that you was asking about, Brother Malik. The white thread, when the prophet said, pray Fajr until you see the white thread, that means when you look on the horizon is shaped by the land. You see a white line. That means that you missing Fajr. You about to miss Fajr. This is the ending of Fajr. This ball here is the moon. This is the sun coming up. The white thread, this is the sun. Good job, Rashida. Let me see if they got that right on YouTube. Yeah, that's the hardest one. And that's why you see all those hadiths where the companions were telling the prophet how hard a time they had trying to figure out Fajr. That was the hardest one for them. Well, when do I know? So they didn't know what he meant by thread. Like Brother Malik, they was running around holding pieces of thread in their hand. The prophet said, this ain't got nothing to do with no thread. When I say thread, I mean the sun coming up over the earth, over the ground. It'll be a white line in the sky. They're going all the way across the horizon. That's Fajr. So this is the hardest one for the companions to recognize too. But that's Fajr. In fact, that's the end of Fajr almost. You're about to lose it. Pray it until you see that. When you see that, you're done. Okay. What about this one? Okay, look at the color of the sky, the sun, the moon, whatever. What prayer is this? What do you guys think?
It looks like Isha because the sun is, I mean, not the sun, but the moon.
Okay, anybody else with anything different? Yeah, this is Isha. This is the beautiful night. In fact, I can tell you what time of night it is. This is midnight. Yeah, this is Isha, and this is midnight. See how bright and beautiful that moon is? Yeah, this is midnight. This is nighttime. Whenever you look up in the sky and see the moon, no sun, and there's no light, no thread of light from the horizon. This is not the horizon. This is the sky. That's the moon with clouds. So when you see this whiteness, this ain't the sun. This is the light made by the moon. So this is nighttime. This is Isha. Good job. This is Isha. Horizon is the land, the mountains, the earth, the water. If you see that white line going across, that's the thread of light. This is not a thread of light. This is moonlight. This is Isha. You can still pray Isha. Good job. What about this one? This one might be a little harder for you guys. Look at the colors in the sky. Sun, moon, stars, positions.
Fajr.
She said Fajr. Anybody else?
Maghrib going into Isha.
Rashida, why did you say it's Fajr?
Because the whole sky is dark with the stars on it, everything on it, and it looks like the colors are moving upward to me anyway.
Right,
like
that's what it is. I keep telling y'all, bottom. This is what the prophet kept telling with the companions. The bottom is yellow. This is the horizon. The bottom is yellow. This is the beginning of Fajr. This is when the Adhan is being called. This is yellow. Y'all keep, for those of you who say Maghrib, it has to be red down here for Maghrib. There's no red down here. This is yellow and white. This is the beginning. This is the time of the Adhan. This is when we stop eating. If we're fasting, this is when we have to stop eating. Because this is the beginning. You can't see the sun at all, but you can see the yellow light coming up from the bottom. This is just the clouds. And by the way, this picture is how it looks out in Arizona. I took this picture off in it because this is how beautiful the nights are in Arizona, that area of the world, with the mountains and all that, and the desert. This is a desert place. But look how beautiful it looks when the sun rises. The clouds turn red and yellow mixed together with white. But you look down here at the horizon. That's why the prophet said, look at the horizon, the landmark. This is yellow, not red. But what about this? Look at this.
Maghrib.
Now y'all see the difference between Maghrib and Fajr. This is Maghrib. This is red. This is red. This is Maghrib. In fact, this is the beginning of Maghrib. This is when the Adhan is being called to break the fast. This is when they call the Adhan to break the fast. When that yellow, see the sun going down? That yellow has now become red. See that? This is the beginning of Maghrib. So look at the difference between that picture and this picture. Y'all see the difference, Jamila? You see the difference? There's no red in this one. This is yellow at the bottom. Whereas this one is red at the bottom. This is Maghrib, red. Whereas this is Fajr, white and yellow mixed together. By the way, Fajr is white and yellow mixed together. Real light yellow. That's Fajr. That's Maghrib. Okay, so that prayer was Maghrib. What about this one? What prayer is this, guys?
That is a beautiful picture, Subhanallah.
Ain't it beautiful? Different parts of America. This is the West. This is the part of America that I want to travel to so bad. If I had a husband, I would do it. But this is the West while going towards California. This is Arizona. What's the other place? Colorado, Arizona, that area. Beautiful part of America. Montana. In fact, this picture here is Montana. What prayer is this, guys?
It looks like Maghrib to me.
Yeah, Montana is known as the state of the big skies. And now do y'all see why they call Montana the state of the big skies? Because it's nothing but sky forever. No clouds, just sky. You can tell the time of prayer is easily there. So what time of prayer is this? What prayer is this, guys?
Maghrib.
It looks like Maghrib. I see the reds on the horizon.
Exactly. Oh, everybody should see. This is Maghrib. Maghrib is red and orange, guys. There's a little bit of yellow, but that's from the sun going down. The sun is over here. This is where the sun is, and that's just the yellow beam. But look at all this red. Like I tell y'all, red at the bottom of the horizon, that's Maghrib. If it was yellow and white, then that would be sunrise. And if it was Asr, the yellow would be up here would be yellow. Look at this. There's no red, no yellow at the top. That's why you know it's not Asr. Because if it was Asr, it would be yellow at the top. But there's red at the top, red at the sides, the bottom. This is definitely Maghrib. The Adhan has been called already. Okay. That's Montana. Okay, and look at this. Sister Yasmin.
Oh, I was about to say, okay.
Sister Yasmin, what prayer is this, Yasmin?
This one is the Dhuhr prayer.
Exactly. Now y'all see the difference. Dhuhr has no color at all. It's just beautiful, bright. And to answer your question, Brother Merard, that's when Duha prayer is made. Duha prayer is made up until the sky gets like this. Once the sky turns like this, there is no more Duha prayer. So you can pray the Duha prayer from the time the sun is up until this. When there's no more colors, you're done. That's why I'm not teaching about Duha. Duha is easy. You don't pray it after Fajr, you pray it after the sun rises. And you got from when the sun rises, because when the sun rises, the sky would be yellow. But when all that yellow and stuff is gone, that's when Duha is over. When you see this, this is the Dhuhr prayer. There's no colors. The sky is just the sky with clouds. No colors at all. See how Allah made it easy. And this is how the angel Jibreel, that's that hadith we went over yesterday. The angel Jibreel came down and with the prophet and taught him. He stayed with him from Dhuhr to Asr, teaching him how to survey the sky. That was the hadith we talked about yesterday from Bukhari and Muslim. He stayed with him from Dhuhr to Asr, and from Asr to Maghrib, and from Maghrib to Isha, teaching him how to look at the different components and colors of the sky. And then the prophet taught it to the companions. This is the Dhuhr prayer. And you do not pray Duha when you see the sky like this. What prayer is this, guys?
Dhuhr prayer.
This is Dhuhr, exactly. See, this is the sun at its zenith, no colors. See how Allah made it easy for us to recognize the difference. The sun is there, but there ain't no yellow. There is no red, no green, nothing. This is Dhuhr, the Dhuhr prayer. What about this? Oh, that's it. So that's how the prophet taught. And like I said, I'm going to try to do this every day with you guys. Again, Fajr. Fajr is the yellow at the bottom. This is how you recognize Fajr. Asr. Yellow is in the sky, but it's about to turn red. Asr. Asr. Still yellow, about to turn red, but it's not red. Asr. Nighttime is easy. Fajr. The thread. This is the thread. The thread is the white or yellow light across the horizon. You look at the bottom of the horizon. You will see the moon. That's not the sun. That's the moon. But you will see a line of white mixed with yellow going across the land. That's the beginning of Fajr. That's when the Adhan is being called. This is nighttime. Same thing here. This is Fajr. This is the horizon. Dark up here at the top. This red is just a reflection of the sun's beams. But look at the horizon, the landscape. Fajr. Maghrib is easy. Red at the bottom, light at the top. Red at the bottom, light at the top, Maghrib. If this was all the white and yellow, if this was the white and yellow mixed together, if it was this color yellow mixed with white, then you would say Fajr. But this is red. This is Maghrib. Definite Maghrib, all red. Dhuhr is easy, no colors at all. Dhuhr is easy, no colors at all. Y'all see that? So it's not that hard to figure out. The Prophet Muhammad taught us, like I tell y'all, the religion is so easy. If you can find a teacher that can teach you this religion the way the Prophet Muhammad taught the companions, you wouldn't think Islam is hard, guys. But the problem is that it's hard for you to find a good teacher nowadays. There's a lot of people on the internet that talk about Islam. They call themselves Sheikh all the time. I'm Sheikh. I'm Mufti Dr. Sheikh. Mufti Dr. Sheikh. Mufti Dr. Sheikh. When these people are nobody, because they're not teaching you the religion the way the Prophet did. They're making you hard. They're confusing you. They're confusing you, making you think that it's impossible to pray, impossible to repent, impossible to even recognize the time of day. It's easy. I never use those adhan callers. I have never in my life used an adhan caller. My stepfather taught me when I was 9 years old, me and my brother, how to look up at the sky and tell what time to pray. I learned this from my stepfather. May Allah forgive him of all his sins and make him a green bird in paradise. I mean, he taught me and my brother, he said, I don't want y'all to ever depend. Because back when I grew up, there weren't no masjids and schools and all that stuff. We had a mosque, but it wasn't a bunch of them like we had today. We didn't have an adhan caller back then. I grew up in the 60s. So he told me, look at the sky. And he sat down with me with these hadiths from Sahih Bukhari. These hadiths are all from Bukhari. And said, this is what the Prophet did. This is what the Prophet did. And this is the same thing that Mukhtar's father did with him. Okay, this is how we learned back in my day growing up. We learned the way the Prophet taught. Okay, so we don't depend on a clock. We can look at the sky and tell what time it is to pray. That's why y'all see me doing this all the time, to make sure I ain't missing my prayers. Muslims today have become spoiled. Muslims today have become privileged. You know, you don't want to get that way. So we got to learn this stuff. We should learn this stuff, because the day will come when you have to look at that sky. All right. Any questions about any of this?